Hey guys, so we're driving home from Key West, so thought this would be a perfect time to talk about our RV and some tips and tricks when it comes to purchasing either your first RV, your second RV, or if you're just curious. So we brought home our current RV a year ago, so March 4th, 2023 is when we brought her home. So we've had her for a year, and we do like our RV. When we went to look at it, we were kind of rushing, kind of looking at it, because we also had other things we were doing that day.
Yeah, it was on us. The reason we were rushing was us. We were trying to fit it in our schedule. It wasn't the dealer at all. So when we say we were rushed or rushing ourselves, the thing we want to talk about with that is give yourself more time than you think you need. It takes a long time to look through a camper, to touch everything, to look at literally everything. We also suggest spreading that time out. Even if you spend 2-3 hours in your RV, which some people will know in less time than that, but prepare for that much time, looking at it and you're like, this is the one I want. Inspect it, find everything that's loose, any trim that's loose, any issues on the outside that needs to be refiberglassed, any repairs at all that could be done. Talk with the dealer. If it's gonna work for you, you can make the down payment, but schedule pickup for a week, 2 weeks or more out from that moment, so it gives them time to repair everything before you take delivery, because that's the easiest time to get warranty coverage, easiest time to get dealer support in that warranty coverage, and they're motivated to get it out the door because it's still on their books. Even though you have a down payment, it's just kind of sitting there, and they got to keep management, the bank, everybody happy. So that's what I would suggest to make sure your camper's in the best condition it can be when it leaves the RV dealer.
So some of the things that we like about our current RV, so we have a 2022 Keystone Cougar 354 FLS. So we have front living camper. There's tons of space. We have 2 opposing couches and then 1 theater seating across from the TV. Our kitchen and dining area, if you will, that's very spacious. We have a U-shaped kitchen, tons of upper and lower cabinetry, counter space, things like that. Now that we've been living in our RV, we noticed that the bedroom and the bathroom could be a little bit bigger. The bathroom, really only one person can be in it at a time, unless, you know, one person's in the shower and then the other person could be standing on the floor. But otherwise, one person only in the bathroom. You can almost do everything at once. And then the bedroom, there's absolutely no space really to walk around the bed with. I mean, you gotta shimmy around. Granted, you know, we're not in the bedroom all day long, we're not in the bathroom all day long, so having all of that room in the kitchen and living area, I mean, it makes having that camper worth it. We have we have quite a bit of basement space. In the back, underneath the bed, we do have a pull-out drawer, a Moride pull-out drawer that can hold, what, how many pounds?
I think it's rated for 600.
600. And that's where we keep like our pop, water, dog food. It's just some extra canned goods, if you will. And then we have
ton of storage. Basically, it's anything that we're going to use regularly. It's easier to get out of there instead of the basement that's under the front living room. That's more, besides the very edges, I'd call that more the long-term storage, like an actual basement. For us, that rear storage, which it's under our bed, but the rear storage with the pull-out Moride tray is more of our like could use it daily situation.
Yeah, so yeah, under the living room, we do have through storage, and then of course underneath the front, like under the cap, we have even more storage. So yeah, we have plenty of storage underneath. I mean, and storage inside the camper there is quite a bit too. In the living room, there's storage all around the TV, and the TV's on a televator. In the bedroom, we do have a wardrobe or a closet, but then we also have above the bed on either side. We have some little closets. The bathroom, storage in there. So that camper has quite a bit of storage.
If we were in the market today, looking at camper floor plan wise, if we were looking, big kitchen, still major plus. Like, we can both function in the kitchen. It's got enough countertop that we can kind of have our backs to each other, or if she's washing dishes. The stove is a little close to the sink. If it was spaced out somewhere a little differently that way, would be nice. But having two countertops big enough to prepare on is very, very nice to us. For us, the rear kitchens that have the storage underneath we don't like as much. You gain a ton of outdoor storage, but your cabinetry all shrinks down because the floor's raised and the cabinets all have to fit in slides, and it doesn't seem to have that much interior like storage. The stuff you use literally daily, and if it's raining, it'd be a pain to go outside to get your soup every time. We talked about using the rear storage, could be daily, but really if it'd be for like a minute or whatever or less when we do get in there. So, because we can fit so much stuff in our cabinets that if it's raining, we don't want to go out there all day. It's just extra storage. The front living we like a lot, with the 3 couches and the space and the layout. If we're in the market like we're talking about, we would look maybe at rear living, or if it's a rear kitchen, look at mid living. Couple reasons. One reason is heat. So the front living seems to be warmer in the front, being, up the raised area, that's where hot air goes, and it just doesn't seem like it circulates as good. So if it had a mid living, that'd be the coolest area. So if it's in the camper, you're going to be in the kitchen or the living. Right now our kitchen stays nice and cool all the time, but our front can be a little bit warm. And if you had a mid living rear kitchen with a front bedroom, you're only in the bedroom at night. That's usually the coolest time of the day. You can kick the AC up, cool it down, and even if you're paying for AC, you only have to run it right there for bedtime. So besides the large kitchen and the middle living, which would still 2 to 3 couches is kind of our minimum just for space. When we say a bigger bathroom, not necessarily a dual vanity, just if it had more countertop space, maybe an extra outlet, something so you could plug your toothbrushes in and still have an outlet free for other things. Just a little bit more space. So like if we're both brushing our teeth and one of us didn't want to do it out in the hallway, we could both stand in there at least, you know what I mean? Just a little bit more room in the bathroom. And in the bedroom, if we were looking, our bed is currently parallel with the camper. So whatever you want to call it, but it's in line with the camper. It's not 90 degrees offset, not perpendicular. So it's limited. Like we have a RV King, so the width is, limiting the amount of space on the sides. If we can have the bed in the slide is nice because you usually gain a little bit of space in front of the bed, so you get dressed and stuff there. But you do lose like getting right up by your headroom. You're kind of in that slide box then, but it's probably the most compromised. If we could turn our bed, have that little bit of extra space in the bedroom, just so like if we needed to walk past each other basically, because right now if somebody's in there getting into one of the closets and we need to get in the other closet, it's basically you wait and take turns, which it hasn't really affected us too much, but if we were shopping to change, then that'd be something we would, add a little bit more value to than we did the first time. If you're not full-timing like us and you're shopping for campers, obviously your desires, your wants or whatever, or priorities for you are going to be significantly different, or probably should be different. If when we were part-timing, outdoor storage, as much outdoor stuff as you could get, outdoor kitchen, like things centered around, when you're weekending, you're usually going somewhere that you're going to be hiking or go outside to see things, spend time with family outside, and having conveniences you can get to from the ground outside is a major plus. Outdoor storage lets you bring more, like, not necessarily kayaks, but like golf clubs and outdoor games and all that stuff. Tents, shade tents, all that stuff works really good with campers. A lot of outside storage. Then you sacrifice some of your indoor, but if it's weekending, you don't need much inside. You're not storing a week's worth of food all the time, or a couple weeks worth of food or whatever. So keep that in mind. Don't just look at it from one direction. Try to figure out what you're going to do, or maybe meet in the middle and find something that does some of each. But when you're talking about campers, floor space, real estate is all limited. So I can see the appeal of having those rear raised kitchens for some people, especially weekenders, and then I can see why they still make rear kitchens that aren't raised for people who are going to be spending, you know, every day of their lives in the camper. You might give up some of the outdoor function so that you can, you know, if it's raining or you know, just living life, you don't have to go outside to get your soup out or something.
So if you have any questions on, I mean, even living in your RV full time, or you're looking to purchase your first RV, your second, your third, whatever, or if you're just curious and have more questions, let us know in the comments. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure to hit that button below and follow us on all social media platforms under BC Camping Adventures. Thanks. Oh, and you can also head to our website, bccampingadventures.com, where we blog pretty much weekly on an array of things. So yeah, have a great day.